Welcome to the Midnight Run. We're honored by your attendance. Your host, Denobi2.
Hello, folks. How is everybody? Hello. Another Midnight Run. Look at that, man. End of times from Kaiju Daddy. You know, he's right. I typically don't do live streams back to back, especially within 24-hour period. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Where to begin? I'm gonna need my big boy glasses here because there's a lot to talk about. Who is checking in at midnight? Big Bretta checking in from NRT. Oh, I'm sorry, China. All right, here we go. Hello, Bretta. Darren Thompson checking in from China as well. 3 p.m. Welcome, Kaiju Daddy, all the way from Tokyo. Eric, what's going on? I know Phantom Menace May 4th. Lots of it's wild. Ecto-1 checking in from Belgium at 9 in the morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining on the Midnight Run. We're going to talk about all sorts of fun stuff. 1/6 scale figures, hot toys, the Rapture. Dave checking in from Manchester, United Kingdom. Welcome. Loco Lou, all right, checking in from the Big Apple. 301 in New York City. It's always good to have you around. I am Legend. Welcome, California, Southern California. Ryan Sarajan checking in from down under Sydney. Welcome. Who else? I mean, look at that. I got some regulars. Look, I've been out of it. I did do a weird, anomalous afternoon run yesterday or 2 days ago. Technically, we're Sunday. Yeah, on 2 days ago, but still within a 24-hour period, so to say. So, but it's been wild. The news, it's been dropping. It's been wild. It's been out of control. And there's gonna be the big topic is definitely gonna be hot toys. We're gonna talk about hot toys. We're gonna run some simulations, and we're gonna talk about what that means. Congrats, Local. Got your triple O and Chrome Daddy. Very nice. Jeff, sleepy from Pittsburgh. That's okay. Go ahead and save it. That way on your work, your commute to work tomorrow, you can listen. So always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Who else is joining? Old Gamer Toby, welcome. It's gonna be we're gonna have a fun night tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna talk about the big news that I woke up and I woke up to very interesting news this morning from Hot Toys directly, and I was it looked fake. I'm when it comes to people sharing news and information and stuff like that, I always raise shields. I go into yellow alert, and I'm just like, okay, who's doing this? What's going on? Is this real? And then as I got down and 3 other people reached out to me, sent me the information, clearly it was very legit. So for you folks that are wondering what the hell is Denobi talking about, let's bring it up here. This is a news announcement, right, from Hot Toys Direct, and what it says, and I'll read it here. Due to unforeseen market altercations, maybe, I know their translation, there is definitely something that's lost in translation here, but for the most part, we in the English speaking world, we kind of get the gist of it, exactly what they mean. We have been involuntarily to cancel the following projects. They should have just, I'm not an English teacher, but they should have just said, look, we decided to cancel some projects. This whole involuntary thing, it opens up to a lot of questions. The involuntary means that you were forced to do so, right? All right. The TMS 122 What If, the 1/6 scale Sakarian Iron Man collectible figure. Now that's an interesting one because that's the one that when it was first announced, it was more like a running joke within the community. It was like a punching bag, right? It seemed like the collectors weren't really taking it very seriously. I, for one, I stood my ground. I said, "Look, it's an interesting piece," and I thought, it's gonna. It's. I wasn't gonna pre-order it, but I was hoping that maybe it would end up in the daily bargain bin, not realizing that those days are over. Hot Toys and Sideshow, they're not in the business for letting dead stock sit in. Uh, let's break this down. Nate, you're in. Here we go. Folks, welcome, Nate. Geeking out. Hold on. Let's go ahead and position this. Nate, look at you with the Fallout.
I do this shit for the love
You
of the
do this.
game, bruh.
Yeah.
For the love of the game.
Give me a second. I'm going to turn down the air. It's hot here. Hold on 1 second. But I can hear you. Oh, hold on.
All right. Yo, bro. Hello to everyone. And he's gone. Well, hey, who is in the party today, y'all? Who is in here? No,
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying
Eric,
to turn the camera off because I can still hear the audio. Because
Yeah.
I just ran into it's hot here. It's summer's approaching here in Vegas. And
Que lo que boricua huepa dominicana. Talking to Lou over here.
look at it. There you go. Local Lou. Oh, here we go. All right. We're not gonna. What is it that they do on the other side of YouTube land? The BML. What is it that Professor does?
LWO or something.
LWO when he gets all the Puerto Ricans together.
Yeah, get all the Puerto Ricans together.
There you go. So I'm breaking this down, Nate. We're gonna start off with to me the biggest news of the day. Waking up was the Hot Toys announcement that they're gonna cancel multiple SKUs. They're canceling 3 SKUs. They're trying to. It's clever how they put only one, TMS 122 What If, and then the number 2 MMS 2. Like this was written clearly by like a 3rd grader, but I get it. The whole Hong Kong language, the whole Mandarin gets lost in translation, right? They probably should have had one of us.
Which is the 3rd one they're trying to cancel?
Well, the 3rd one is clearly there's 2 SKUs for Flash. It should have been counted as a 3rd SKU.
Oh, you're right. The regular and the deluxe. Yeah.
Hence, I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, this was clearly written by a 3rd grader. I get it. It's Hong Kong. It's Mandarin. Anyway, I'm not here to criticize. I'm just here to analyze what they're sharing with us because Hot Toys has a habit of not sharing information with us, and clearly, this is important. This is like a revelation, right? This is catastrophic. This is like the that Klingon moon. That went through over mining and then exploded. Like this is
they haven't done a cancellation on a figure since the Tim Burton clown.
Yeah,
years ago, before my time, probably your time.
No, they've never. Since I've been collecting. From what
this
is the first time. This is the first time.
Actually, it's the second time. There was a Tim Burton figure that didn't work out well years ago. It was
but it never went into pre-order. There was always a rule. They teased it and they insinuated that it was going to go, but it never went into official pre-order mode. There's a big difference. Big difference.
So we're going with the pre-order.
We're going with when something goes into pre-order.
If it got into pre-order, yeah.
Yes, okay. and then the retailers, Sideshow, third-party retailers and so forth, they start to collect deposits, and in some cases, the actual full payment. So just a quick answer, Obi-Wan Kenobi right here. I don't think they're in financial trouble. I think this is the evolution of what the company is right now. I think, and I said this in my last stream, Hot Toys and Sideshow, they don't give a shit about flaky canceling collectors. And I'm not pointing fingers, but they've had enough of this. You guys pretend you like this shit and then you don't.
So
that's over.
Here's the thing, though. I think we've always told speak with your wallet, right? You tell the company what you want, right? I think that the numbers weren't as the numbers were so catastrophic for the Sicarian Iron Man and the Flash, young Flash, Barry Allen. They were so catastrophic that they had to just cancel them. because the numbers didn't. I guess the Hong Kong and Asian markets, they said no to those figures, and then they looked at our markets and like, there's only 2 people who pre-ordered, Denobi and Nate, so
that's it.
We're canceling. They canceled my Sakari and Iron Man. I was coming home.
I was honest too when it came out. I said it on. If I said it on your show, I would go, look, I'm not going to pre-order this thing, but if it ends up into like a daily deal or coupon, I may consider, because unlike the other YouTubers that were kind of criticizing it, there's not a lot of us in YouTube land that actually has up to date the What If Marvel Hot Toys collection. I have all of them. So for me, it was like, well, it's an Iron Man figure. It's unique. It's artistic. It's part of that What If animated series. I go, it'll come home, and in due time, in the same sense that the Hydra Stomper, I didn't pre-order the Hydra Stomper. I ended up using a coupon. I got good savings off of that, free shipments, and I think I went through a third-party authorized retailer. I think I went through Forbidden Planet or something like that. But it was a good deal. I'm like, cool, I'll just get it. It's not for everybody. Everybody was bitching about it, remember? But I go, how many of them were actual Iron Man collectors? You start to like, well, who's bitching about the Sakarian? Let me look at their Instagram, right? And then you go down their Instagram and all you see is Star Wars, right? Or
badge,
or Legos, or they're collecting Legos. You're like who the fuck are you? So it's flawed. It's pointless hate, right?
Yeah.
The Flash, Young Flash, because there's 2 SKUs, right? There's, like I said, it should have been 3, right? And then I'll keep reading. Hot Toys has reacted to the rapid market changes. Rapid market changes means that that they're essentially pumping out tons of figures, and they're, I guess, quickly AI analyzing their actual POs, their actual pre-orders. I'm like, and people aren't buying it. And so out the door, right?
Yeah.
And so Hot Toys has reacted to the rapid market changes, and our team is highly disappointed, meaning that nobody pre-ordered it, to this unusual situation of project cancellation. Yet it does happen with our production schedule. See, now that's a big fat lie right there, because they've never ever fucking done this, Nate. It does happen. Well, it happened now, but again, maybe it's lost in translation. Maybe I'm kind of reading it because their English isn't too savvy. Once again, thank you for your support along the way, and sorry to cause any inconvenience. And if you have any questions or concerns regarding this matter, take it up with the retailer that you decided to take a leap of faith and pre-order. That's et cetera, et cetera. That's what you should have put on. Good luck, right? Fingers crossed that you get your deposits back. Boom. Fuck you, flaky collectors. It's 2 SKUs. There's a battle dance right there. The 2 SKUs are mentioned right there, paid in 23. So again, they're not, it's fine. I mean, it's the Flash. It was the Flash movie. Nobody saw the film. Didn't I talk about this with you, Nate? Like, everybody was bitching about the Flash announcements, but yet nobody saw the film in theaters. Maybe they saw it, afterwards on HBO Max and so forth. But
no, my theater was pretty much dead. There was
really
not even much. Well, the thing is, the first night it wasn't too bad. Then the nights later, it was just all over the place.
My theater was empty. I went and I saw it was empty.
And the thing is, the people only clapped. People only clapped for whatchamacallit. The CGI monstrosity moment later. That's all they clapped for, and that's it. When they had Nicolas Cage come in as Superman, and they did this whole like cinematic CGI mess. That's the only time people clapped.
I recognized that the CGI was shitty. I thought it was a good story, and I enjoyed the film. I took my kids to it, but I make no mistake. I recognized that the actual theater was empty. It was very empty, and then they started pumping out all this stuff like Supergirl. And then how many of these Michael Keaton Batmans are on pre-order? Like, that's too many. Like, I don't, but remember I said this. This is why I'm like, I go, everybody's going to be buying, like, everybody, I'm getting the Michael Keaton Batman. I go, are you really? There's a lot of, are you really? These are $400 figures, and you guys are all
pre-orders in, right? I think we're 150 right now. Let me check.
Can you check? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know how to run the search, right? Because they've been averaging 130. They've been averaging 130 is the average that they've been.
And I got 60 of those pre-orders. It's been wild for me. It's been wild, man. I'm I've never seen it before with Hot Toys ever.
Never. No.
Ever. And I started 2019, and this was remember when we were like, damn, they got 50 pre-orders. They can't just keep going, and then it went.
Do you remember when I was? Do you remember when I got angry and everybody kept? They were adding more shit to their wish list. I wish Hot Toys would make this. I wish Hot Toys. I go, you cats need to shut the fuck up. You guys aren't going to get any of this shit.
It went down actually. 125 pre-orders.
So it's been average. So 125. So but it's been still averaging around the 130 mark, but 125 until May the 4th. Give it until May the 4th, and then we'll be back up to the 130, right? Right.
Back to 130, and then I can't even imagine May 4th. If we're getting bombarded, have you been seeing Hot Toys has been freaking carnivorous. They're not going to vegan diet. They're taking everything you got.
No. And they're not, and before in the past, even if a figure sold poorly, they would still
pump it,
have their commitment, their loyalty commitment to deliver, right? Like the one that just pops up to my head is Hela, right? Nobody pre-ordered her. It was probably a baby ass batch.
Also Mark 47. Mark 47 sat around for years until it instantly became a grail at one point. But Mark 47, no one bought that. I've seen pictures of people having Mark 47 at the stores, just stacked.
And they've done that. They've done that where we all know they took a big loss on the original release of the Hulkbuster. Then they probably made some profit on the second reissue of the actual Hulkbuster.
Yeah, but the thing is, they promised with that one the jackhammer arm. They promised they would release the jackhammer arm separately. But then they were like, you know what? It's been 84 years. Titanic meme. We might as well throw in the Hulkbuster, just to say thank you to collectors that have been waiting for the jackhammer accessory.
So seeing this news, what, in your opinion, what do you see this as being negative? Do you see this as a positive moment, a negative moment in Hot Toys?
Personally, for me, I feel it's a positive because it shows that your wallet says a lot of things. Speak with your wallet. If you don't like a figure, don't pre-order it. Don't make that purchase. That sends a message to Hot Toys that, okay, we have to evolve. We have to change a few things. We can't pump out every other figure imaginable, right? And I would like it to where I don't mind the pumping out every figure, but, space out time. Give us some breathing room. And I don't mind them, just reevaluating their stuff. As it's not... Now, here's the negatives. I've been seeing people saying that is this something that we have to be worried about? Is Hot Toys on financial trouble? And I'm like, nah. They keep opening up stores. They keep pumping out figures. I think Hot Toys just is reevaluating their situation, and we don't have enough information to say they're in financial trouble.
No, I don't get the impression that they're in financial trouble. I get the impression that they're not playing games anymore. I feel clearly after 2020, a change of guards. We still get our wonderful Howard Chan, but they've exhibited motions of new management. None of that, and that's how you survive, right? You have to adapt, you have to evolve. Right? You don't want to be like Kodak, right? You don't want to be like Blockbuster. You have to change and adapt and evolve. So when I saw this and then I started to really think about it throughout the day, I saw the positives and I saw the negatives. I really did. And it's really moving forward after today. It's we've really, it's like, how do you put this? Nate, but before this announcement, right? Nate, think about it. Let's run the simulation here. Before this announcement, right? Before the cancellation era, BCE, right? We were living.
You're BCE now? Oh, dear Lord.
The BCE, before the cancellation era, right? We always we understood the circle of life when it comes to buying these high-end figures. We always knew, well, if it goes into like with the amount of teases, look, we're going to tease this, we're going to tease that. It's a tease. It's Hot Toys jerking us around. But once it entered into that final phase of transformation to pre-order, you knew it was set it and forget it. It was going to be delivered. That was before the cancel. That's right. That was the world that we came from, right?
Yeah.
Now what happens is that now we've entered a new frontier, Nate. This new world after today. Right after today, it's Ace. It's the world of Ace now. After cancellation era, world of Ace, and then what does that mean? What does the world of Ace after cancellation? Because well, we used to know as veteran collectors how Hot Toys worked. Now things that foundation now there could potentially be trapdoors.
There could be a negative side to this as well. That it might not take as much risks with certain characters.
Now, positive. Like I'm going to flip back and forth because my gears were just going positive, negative, positive, negative.
Yep.
Here's a positive. Here's a wonderful positive for you. You as Hot Toys, you have now eliminated 3 SKUs. Those SKUs were on an imaginary conveyor belt. Those 3 SKUs have been popped up and pruned from existence. Now, what does that mean? That means that Q conveyor belt, whatever was behind it, now gets accelerated.
Yeah.
That could be seen as a positive. That could be seen as a negative. I thought that was very interesting. I'm like, okay, you've eliminated 3 SKUs, 3 manufacturing, each of those boxes, 3 different SKUs. That means whatever was behind it now gets a bump of acceleration.
Yeah.
So
that means less delays.
Yep. But here's the kicker, though. I didn't feel in the last year to 2 years Hot Toys was running into delays. I thought the most part they were averaging 11 to 13 months delivery. We're going to show you something, and within a year's time, we want our money, and here's the product. And for the most part, Sideshow has been, with their Unholy Aligns with Hot Toys, they've been delivering their products pretty efficiently. In fact, to the point that the Return of the Jedi C-3PO, I got mine within 2 weeks of the Hot Toys announcements, even though there were other collectors and YouTubers that couldn't wait a week and ended up going through third-party resellers and so forth, right? Now, that to me, like I said, that could be seen as a positive. That could be seen as a negative. Now, here's the negative. I'm going to throw in a negative here for you.
Curveball.
Hot Toys was the gold standard. Hot Toys was the epitome of respect and commandmanship, right? They're the top dogs. They're at the pinnacle that other companies have always struggled to climb up the stairs to even get near their toes, right?
It's like the Kenobi speech in New Hope. Hot Toys was the guardians of peace and justice.
Exactly. And for the most part, Hot Toys, they don't give a shit about the other companies, right? Even though some of us in the community like to pretend that these little rinky-dink companies do. But this little maneuver, what it showed the audience, what it showed the collectors, are cracks in the foundation. Like, oh, you've altered the deal, Darth Vader. Pray you don't alter it anymore. What's going on here? Because Hot Toys is the pinnacle gold label standard, that is an invitation to chaos from these other little rinky-dink companies. We're talking, I'll give you an example. We're talking InArts. What if InArts decides Hot Toys can cancel stuff? InArts can barely deliver their figures on time. So if Hot Toys can cancel pre-orders, that's almost like an invitation to, if they can do it, why can't we do it? I mean,
statue companies have been doing this for years.
Statue companies have been doing it. Blitzway and several other like Star Ace, Blitzway, and the smaller 1/6 scale reputable companies have been doing it. And this is Blitzway. Blitzway is notorious. I've bitched about this for years. Blitzway has been known to put something in pre-order and then like, yeah, you know what? We changed our mind. Star Ace did it. And I believe, but I don't count like the third-party knockoff companies. I know So Toys have done and Poo Poo in and Toys Era, all that. But I'm talking about the respectable licensed companies. And to me, what that shows is I mean, maybe even like a sign of weakness, you think? Maybe even from Hot Toys? Like you're now showing your competitors that you're mismanaging your pre-order conveyor belt, right?
Well, you know what? Yeah. It was crazy though. I kind of like the fact that Hot Toys is being more vocal about what's going on, because honestly, we could have seen this from Sideshow just drop a cancellation. Like, hey guys, we've like a cancellation email. Hey, we're canceling this figure and this figure from your pre-orders because Hot Toys has come out and said that they're not going through with these figures. They could have easily done that. And I'm fine with Hot Toys, actually coming out and speaking up about what's going on with these certain figures. Is it a sign of weakness? Nah. If that's the case, then all these statue
it can be seen. I'm not saying that Hot Toys is the actual ship is sinking. I'm just implying that it could be seen as almost close to like, well, wait a minute, what's going on here, right? Almost close to a vote of no confidence, and then it opens the door to chaos from the other competitors. Not saying that they're much. Like I said, InArt can barely deliver a Gandalf. They haven't even finished their Gandalf deliveries, and they've already botched the
apparently right now they're on the final batch. They're shipping out the final batches of the InArt Gandalf. Kid is already shipping those out, so I think they completed the InArt Gandalf stuff. So I think they finally completed that.
They finally after a year, when it was first shown, wasn't it? Or 8 months, right? When did we get to see the first Gandalf review? Wasn't it like before the holidays of last year or November?
Maybe. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I just get people telling me that they're still waiting on their InArt figures, and yet they're
I pre-ordered the InArt Batman rooted hair. Not bat signal. Just a premium rooted hair without the bat signal. So I pre-ordered that through 1/6 Kid. I'm one of the last people in that train. So I'll let you know how long it'll take me to get that. So 1/6 Kid, they've been pretty good with their shipments. Kids have been doing real well. So I should be in safe hands. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on how long it takes me to get mine.
I don't. Can you imagine trying to get your money back through like a third-party vendor from like an InArt figure? What if InArt decides to cancel? Everything's on the table now. What if InArt decides to, like, you know what? We didn't get enough orders for little Harry Potter, right? Or what other wacky characters they got? I don't know. Aren't they up to 18? I can't keep up with them. They're out of control. Bob Dylan says, what worries me are figures like Peacemaker and Spider-Man 2099. If they cancel a pre-order outright going forward, would they have bothered revising those prototypes in the new market? Well, there was nothing wrong with The Flash. It was, I thought, a very accurate representation of the actor. What's the kid's name that beats up chicks who plays the Flash? God damn it.
I forget his name.
Jesus, I can't, but I thought, and I looked at it, and they were both, what's funny that they were both on wait lists. I went on Sideshow to look at them.
Yep, they were both. Dude, I had the pre-order. I have both of them pre-ordered. I have the Young Gray Flash, and I have the Sakarian Iron Man pre-ordered.
Did you have it pre-ordered through Sideshow or through someone else?
Through Sideshow. Like, I want to get my money back, no matter. That's the thing, though. I like
you imagine?
What's up?
That's just so the whole thing with Peacemaker and Spider-Man is that the fans wanted these characters, but it wasn't represented accurately. So Hot Toys listened to a certain point, I guess, and then they did the modifications to save the existing pre-order. Was Peacemaker ever near the chocolate box? See, I don't know, because it was a popular show. The difference with Peacemaker and The Flash is that the Peacemaker was highly it was highly praised by the critics and the fans. Everybody loved it. The Flash, no one gave a shit, and it bombed in theaters. No one saw it, no one cared. People bitched about the effects. Spider-Man 2099 came from an award-winning film with was $1 billion. So these were two. Peacemaker and Spider-Man probably is not as apples and oranges, because they were from really high-end films that grossed really well and the fans loved it. So Hot Toys knew that there was money there on the table. They need to save the pre-order capture.
Yeah.
The Flash. What else from the Flash? I mean, if
the evil Flash, the evil, spoiler alert, evil Flash is not happening now.
Well, it was never happening because they weren't. But how about Supergirl from the Flash? She's still not on wait list.
I'm a little scared with that one. I pre-order her too, and I like her. I liked her in the movie. I'll be scared. I'll be frightened if that gets canceled. I'm like, damn, not mommy kicks. Not like this.
How many Michael Keaton Batmans, old and new, and count the variants, Nate? I bet you we're up to 5 or 6.
Yeah.
People don't like Michael Keaton. I'm sorry. There's too many Batmans out there. The Batman franchise IP is just, it's bonkers, wild, out of control. Too many fucking it's not like Iron Man where, okay, well, we have Tony Stark. Either you love Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., or not. Now you're thrown into these wacky factions like, well, do you like Val Kilmer? Well, and then Hot Toys is messing with our emotions here, right? With Ben Affleck. Now they're coming out with the die-cast armored Batman, and yet Hot Toys and Sideshow is sitting on all these Christopher Nolan Batman figures and stock.
Well, the thing is, the reason why they do the Batman so much, and it is just quite clear, it sells. Batman sells.
It doesn't sell like this, Nate. Not like this.
Why so many
not like this?
Why does so many variants in the first place?
It's too many. It's like 5 or 6. We're talking 6 different or 5 different actors, and each of them has their own multiple SKUs. Unless you're living in a bat cave.
The bat cave. Well, there is, unless Papa Howie has a love of Dark Knight and BVS. The only other reason is the Batman sells. You know how many Dark Knights we got? Like freaking quarter scale Dark Knight. We got Batman Begins 2.0. We got Dark Knight Rises. We got the Dark Knight Rises Bane. We got the Celia Kyle coming in again. All these 2.0, 3.0 action. But also, this is also possibly a way for Hot Toys to fill up the gaps throughout the pre-orders this year, because barely any movies are coming out this year because of the strike that happened last year.
Yes.
Everything got pushed back to next year.
Well, we're seeing the evidence of that strike already because they've delved into the world of the legends, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're played. Yep. So wait a minute, there's no cinematic, films other than Deadpool. So hold my beer. Let's come out with Star Killer. Let's come out with
Dark Revan, my boy,
Dark Revan, and all that stuff.
My beloved.
We're seeing. I mean, think about it. 000 and BT1 are perfect examples of the new world. Oh wait, right?
Did you get it, bro? Did you get it?
I did. I sure did. We'll talk about that. But so again, this project cancellation announcement. And remember, I said for quite a while, nobody saw Ahsoka, Nate. I know you pre-ordered all that garbage from the Ahsoka show.
I know.
Nielsen ratings don't fucking lie. Nobody saw this show.
I'm aware. No one saw it because most of the people
and all these YouTubers and YouTube land, all these panels that were fucking beating off to all of these Ahsoka announcements and claiming that they were going to get it. I'm very dubiously skeptical about that shit. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's on the next cancellation block. Get one of those wacky characters.
Don't you put that evil upon me, Rick and Bobby.
Put
it on us.
Hey, we are.
Don't you dare. You could take the Sakari and Iron Man. You could take young Barry Allen, but not take my Ahsoka line, bro.
We're living in a new world. We're living in a new world.
We're living in a whole new world.
We're after the cancellation era, right? Anything goes.
Cancellation place I never
the world,
purge. Yeah. Got the purge going, the prunes.
Think about it. The golden boy, Nate, the golden boy. Tony Stark, even though it was an animated representation, he was chopped.
He got 86th
by Hot Toys. Tony Stark helped build
Hot Toys.
Yep. So you're telling me those wacky cartoons from the Ahsoka characters aren't on the next chopping block? The fuck out of here. Those
Well, the thing is, there was signs, sort of. I don't know if we can consider them as signs, but you could tell that Sideshow were cutting up the batches as far as like no the pre-order wait lists for half the figures within 4 to 6 months, cutting off right then and there within 4 to 6 months, because they don't want any of these. They don't want to experience the whole 2020 2022 pre-orders sitting around for 30% off.
No, dead stock. Sideshow isn't messing around either. Sideshow's over these flaky collectors too. They both teamed up. They both created this Unholy Aligns. And Hanto's like, look, you kids out there want to mess around with these little tchotchke companies like Inart and Exo6 and Star Ace and all these other. No, they're not. Either you want our stuff or you don't. Move it along. Keep it going.
Move along.
Yeah, move it along. What's up, James? Imagine Hanto. No, because it's Back to the Future. DeLorean 3.0. They'll never.
They'll anger the Japanese. You don't want to anger the Japanese.
No, the Japanese, they love their Back to the Future. In fact, they're having their little retro sapien event in Japan right now.
And their Godzillas. I'm all for it.
Yeah, no, man. They worship that, man. They're all about that stuff there. That'll never happen. Fat Fleck, I couldn't. That's not gonna get canceled. That looks I have not pre-ordered the diecast 2.0.
I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered actually today with well, I got to pre-order at least 2 of those. So I pre-ordered one, the regular edition. I'm going to pre-order the second one as well.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna if you want me to go down the list, and there's way too many Michael Keaton Batmans.
Well, that depends. So what's on your agenda today after this cancellation discussion?
We're gonna move into the phase 2 of the Star Wars announcements. We're gonna talk about all of that. But I just wanted to make it clear before we end this that like this is a new world where we've entered here. Like to me, nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. And
nothing is safe.
And like you and I preach, you vote with your wallet, and
you spoke. The fan, you guys, the customers spoke. You spoke with your wallet. You told Hot Toys that Sicarian Iron Man and the young Barry Allen Flash wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth your time. And here we are. So
this is this statement here, Nate. What do you think? This I stand behind this statement. I think Hot Toys is sending a message, and they're over these flaky, wishy-washy people pre-order then cancel after a couple of days. They're not playing games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is also another positive. This also weeds out the serious collectors to the casual collectors that maybe buy 1 or 2 figures a year and so forth. They like you said, they're pumping in tons of money, opening up stores all around Asia, except in the US. You know, Vegas, cough, open. They can open one up in Vegas. But anyway, this is like I said it. People like, are they losing money? No, they're not playing games. They're a business, and they're here to make money.
Oh no way, Bob Dylan. Yo,
what's that?
Kit finally dropped the Gandalfs on Kit. Kit wants his Kit finally dropped the Gandalfs.
What do you mean? Like he finally started shipping them, or
no? Some extra batches he had, some extra doodads he still had with the Gandalf in art. He posted them up, whatever stock he had left.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for the whole thing with the Batman. What James is trying to point out here is, to me, it's the same way that I kind of complained about the world of Star Wars, and there's way too many splintered factions. People love the Clone Wars. Some people do the Bad Batch. Some people love the Disney Plus schlock. Others classic trilogy. Same thing. The same analogy fits in. Too many Batmans. Val Kilmer.
There's too many of them.
Too many of them with their own SKUs, right?
Yep.
Val Kilmer Batman. You have Ben Affleck. Then you have Christopher Nolan. And then you have Robert Pattinson. And then, of course, brace yourself. grab your ankles and bend over. We have the James Gunn Batman. Did you cats forget about the James Gunn Batman that's around the corner?
Dear
right?
Lord.
That's too many. You see what I mean? It's too many Batmans. I need to slow it down. Slow it down.
Be humble.
I can tell you, there's one Batman that deserves to get cut and thrown in the trash is the Joel Schumacher Batman. Throw that shit in the trash. Oh no. If you have to eliminate one Batman out of your color, get rid of it. That and his little wacky Batmobile. What was Joe Schumacher thinking? He was a fucking everything about that movie.
The sneaker with LEDs.
Oh, geez.
That's the one, right? The sneakers with LEDs, right?
The one where where you have
it looked like a sneaker. It looked like one of them them hoop sneakers, man.
Man, that's a horrible vehicle.
Horrible vehicle. LEDs.
Horrible. Everything about the Joel Schumacher just is just no. The hell was he thinking?
Doc Collector is in the chat. Am I dreaming? I just did the cross stream on my channel.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What's up? Kid has some. So what does that mean? Does it mean that they're still sitting on Gandalfs, or did people cancel? Did collectors
it's people that canceled because I've had a few pre-orders that went through after their cancellation, right? The Aragorn Premium Edition Rooted that came up on Once It's Hit for retail. I pre-ordered that, and then I pre-ordered the Premium Edition Batman that went up in stock for pre-order way back. So yeah, so sometimes Kid gets these figures in, and he has a allotment that still hasn't been met because some people cancel. Flaky collectors. It happens.
The days of taking a wait and see approach. Look, he's wisdom from Collection Obsession. Wait a minute, he is
He's speaking like dude. Before we continue, wow, I'm really surprised about the price. Once this kid could have just raised the price on this one. It's $600 for Inar Gandalf. Wow. Damn.
Is that good or bad? I don't even know.
People are spending $800 to $1,000 on an Inar Gandalf right now, and Kid has it for $600. Wow. Damn, Kid's being good to the people because these are just extra stock, Like you could have just raised the price. Like, sometimes when you get extra stock and you want to meet the demand.
Nate, the kids don't have time for that. We were in the middle of a timed pre-order drop, right?
Dude, don't tell this to Halorian, though. Halorian's like 800 something on his Inarcano.
Do you want to travel to the Death Star, or do you want to travel to the Shire? You can't have it both.
No, let's go to the Death Star. Let's go to the Death Star. Let's go.
You can't have it. You can't. That's not how it works. This right here, this was mean as shit. This was mean. You have to. This is wild.
000, my boy.
Because if I wasn't keeping up and you weren't helping me, like I could have missed this. And this is, to me, this is so, like I praised it on my previous show. This is important. I just pre-ordered the BT1, and you're going to make me.
For 000, I pre-ordered both of them together, and it was beautiful.
And then like we don't even. We're assuming Sideshow got 2,000 units. You think, or 50? I don't even know.
No. It's 2,000 worldwide. 2,000 worldwide, and Sideshow may have gone in at least. It only lasts for 20 minutes. So my guess is I was at the 300 number. So. No, a little before 300. I was at 250. So that means there must have been about 300 of these on Sideshow because I ended up in the 200 marks. I still got it, and it went waitlist at 20 minutes after the release.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid, because I knew that if I didn't pre-order this through Sideshow, I would have to suffer the wrath of the secondary market of eBay.
So, guys, if you guys still want to go back to the Shire, as of right now, once this kit has the best pricing for Gandalf right now. Right now, Gandalf in art is like an $800,000 price tag.
But
right
Nate, on the eve of May the 4th, you can't have them both.
No, I'm not going back to the Shire. I'm going to the Death Star right now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think this is where I think Hot Toys is probably part of their campaign, their strategic marketing campaign, where they're doing these timed releases, these limited releases. And this stuff, like a lot of these figures are going to ship by the end of the year. Isn't like BT1, like this droid is at the end of the year. Like, so you need to cough up this money. You see now why I was so cautious about just jumping onto pre-orders. And I've been like that for over a year now.
I know.
Like that
Yep.
That last time Clone Trooper, I said, nope. Remember, I stayed out of it, right? That one you told me that it's going for top dollar, and I'm sure it is, but I had very little interest in it. I'm like,
the Umbra, I got 3 of them suckers, man. I had to.
Good for you. Good. You know what? Good for you. But the thing is that the future is uncertain right now in the world of Star Wars, and we're not near May the 4th. On the eve of the anniversary of Phantom Menace. Oh, by the way, the Phantom Menace is having a limited theatrical run on May the 3rd. So if you're telling me that Hot Toys isn't going to try to tent pole this event, you're out of your mind.
Dude, there's possibilities. We could do a wish list thing later, but they could do are we going to do a wish list segment here? Cause I'll wait.
We'll do one. I want to talk about this particular. So this is a droid where, like I said, this is a character. The BT1 and the 000 were announced to the public, to the world in 2015 in comic book form. And the fact that, is it because, you almost wonder, was it because it was a Hot Toys exclusive, or did people really care about the characters? And I think it was just the timed Hot Toys limited batch is what set the actual shark frenzy within the collectors to jump at this.
Yep.
Which is wacky, because no one gave a shit about Attack of the Clones at C-3PO. I think you can still buy that at retail.
Yeah. So the Goldenrod C-3PO is still available. It's probably gonna get in stock. C-3PO Attack of the Clones is waitlisted. You can still get it in some markets, but it used to be the rarest one until 000, my beloved, popped up, and I'm like, damn, yeah, he's taking all the heat now. He's taking all the praise right now, bro.
Yeah, and it looks great. This paint
head with scissor hand. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I chose this photo. I wanted it because I actually like the whole lightning effect, and I'm going to see if I can try to add some USB lights to his fingertips to get that lightning effect.
So you read the comics, like this is a way to neutralize opponents and then work on them. Like, okay, no, I got you. Zip, like the Klingon neck grip.
Yeah.
Ding. Okay, time to work on you, torture you. Oh, damn.
Yeah. No, it's Ryan. You're not far from the truth. Feels like over half of the announcements this year have been Star Wars as well, and we're not even at May the 4th. Yeah. This is why I've always promoted caution when it comes to day one pre-orders. Because you just don't know the uncertainty of the future. You just don't know what's going to get dropped. And again, and I don't know if you heard this part, Nate, but we're getting a Haslab Star Wars on May the 4th. Ooh. That was confirmed by Mr. Stevie. He was one of the actual designers for the Haslab sail barge. So is it a ship? Is it a diorama? I have no clue. Or is it another Riva? I have no clue. But we are getting a Star Wars themed Haslab on May the 4th. And I need to, because they're fun, they're pretty cool. And I always end up picking up a couple because those things always go for triple the amount on eBay.
Yep.
So I have to prep for that. I don't just think about the now, man. I am phasing in and out of the future and to the present. And I have to anticipate that. And the fact that we've gotten 6 pre-order drops within in under 48 hours is just it's wild. It's nothing like we've ever seen before.
I've never seen this hype train for Hot Toys Star Wars like this for a while. I mean, like an event, May the 4th event. Both leading into it, we got the Dark Side line, Legends line leading into May the 4th. I'm like, wow, that's some love. I'm like, Hot Toys listened to the uproars last year. Like, oh, you guys want flex. Oh, we give you flex. We'll give you some flex. We'll flex on you. Prepare your wallets though, but we'll flex on you.
I've heard so many different rumors. I've heard that the rumored Death Star.
Cantina.
I don't believe that the Forest Moon of Endor Ewok set. I know that's been rumored before. I do believe it's a diorama. It could be a diorama playset, and the only reason why I feel that is because the last Haslab for Star Wars, it hasn't even been released yet to the public, and it's the Ghost ship, the one that everybody slept on, that giant Ghost. So so I don't think it's going to be a ship, and then most collectors in the community don't feel it's going to be a Haslab ship. It could be a lightsaber. Remember, they did the Haslab Riva lightsaber that nobody gave a shit about. They did do the Beast of Burden Rancor. Remember, everybody slept on that. The Black Series Rancor.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. You're never gonna let that go.
I'm never gonna let the Rancor. You turn your back on it, Nate. And then what happens? 2 months later, you get that fat fucker on Book of Boba Fett riding a Rancor, and then everybody wants to ride one. Everybody wants to ride a Rancor. And I said it on your show. I go, you can't, I go, the collector community can't see past two-dimensional. You got to look at the big picture. You got to look at three-dimensional. And I go, look at the possibility, the fun, the toyability. And what did everybody?
Nobody wanted it. People spoke with their wallets. Nobody wanted that crap.
Everybody bitch, it's too much money. But yet you see that fat fucker on one on Book of Boba Fett, and everybody wants one.
Except for Joshua, he wanted two of those. He wanted two of those, except for Joshua.
But anyway, but you have to understand, that's what the concept of Haslab is, right?
Yeah.
Is to spend very little in R&D, and if the community wants it, then they move forward, right? Because the community feels that if it doesn't get funded, Hasbro lost. Well, no, that's the whole idea. It's low risk. That's factored in.
Low risk, high reward.
Yeah. So exactly. So it's very low risk, and if it doesn't get funded, I've always felt that if something like that doesn't get funded, the ones who actually suffer are the collectors in the community. Because I actually wanted that Rancor. I did. I would have taken that out to the desert, Nate. I would have played with that thing. I think it was cool. That would have been fun as hell. The lightsaber thing was with that whole Riva. I mean, the whole woke community isn't going to go for that nonsense.
Domo, what's up?
Yeah. I feel like people should temper their expectations for the actual announcements. I'm not tempered. I'm on high alert. I've raised shields. I sent the gunners to their stations.
Here's the thing. I don't believe it's anything wrong to be excited and have expectations. Just as long as you mentally understand that things don't go the way you plan, right? And still be excited for what we get, right? If things don't work out, hey, we still got the rest of the year with figures coming out. We got probably, hell, if nothing comes out for you the past few days, that's a relief for your wallet to continue to survive, because something out there, Hot Toys will drop that you want. Hell, what if Papa Howie gets frantic and excited and drops a freaking Return of the Jedi Rancor at one point, or freaking a Jabba the Hutt? You know what I mean? You got to prepare yourself for that wallet that drops.
You got to be careful when you say Jabba the Hutt, you're not talking about Jabba the Hutt from the Boonta Eve pod racer, right? I mean, because Jabba comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, special edition and all that. But I mean, look, if they did the pod racer Jabba the Hutt, I would still get him from the Boonta.
Yeah,
I would still get him.
Anakin on Pod Racer would be nice.
Anakin on the Pod Racer is one of my biggest predictions. I go, no one is going to buy little Annie by himself. Oh, Annie, little Annie! Ah! Oh, Annie, get on the Pod Racer, Annie! No one gives a shit. Oh, Jar Jar. We speaking of Jar Jar, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get that idiot.
I'll pre-order him. I'll still pre-order.
Yeah, we're gonna get him.
I still love my idiot. I still love my idiot.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get Ahmed Best. He's gonna get his real. He's gonna get his comeuppance, man. He deserves it because we all picked on him. Remember, the early aughts, we all made fun of him. Like, no, man, we almost sent that guy over the bridge. So we gotta make it up to his figure.
Yeah, make it up to him. Yeah,
we gotta make it up to him. And little Annie on a pod racer, we gotta make it up to him too.
The pod racer is not too far off compared to the size of a dewback. Yeah, you can.
No, because here's the kicker: the pod racer isn't that far off as far as size from the actual. I'm pointing to my pod racer, not pod racer, my speeder bike, my clone speeder bike with the sidecar. That's a big giant piece, yeah. With the bark speeder, that thing is huge, man. I'm like, so it's
I know, I got 2 of them.
So it's not that, right? It's not that far off to assume that you could probably make a pod racer.
Ooh, battle droids, the droidy cars. I'm gonna get 4 of them, man.
Oh man, the droid cars are guaranteed day one for me.
Yeah.
Day one. So there's just, like I said, there's just so much. I hope that the folks that really wanted 000 got them.
Brayden.
Yeah, I really do. I really hope that you individuals out there, because to me this is cool. And I'm also I kind of have like a miniature droid factory, Nate, in my Max 140. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So if I can get more droids, I'm gonna try to get like a real conveyor belt. Like I want to get like a real droid factory, right? And have C-3PO come up on that platform and what does he say? How perverse? how perverse? If we don't get a droidica, someone has to burn. Man, how can you not do a droidica? I mean, Black Series, Speaking of Star Killer, look what I found. I'll shove in my room, Nate. Look at this. Look what I found.
Damn, that would have been nice if that would have been our first Star Killer from Hot Toys. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love my Sif Hunter Star Killer because I played the games when I was a kid, playing the expanding universe, expansion pack that came out for that DLC where you hunting all the main characters. Like you killed Leia, you killed Luke, and what have you. It was crazy. Good times. It's cool that we got Star Killer the way he is, but it would have been cool if we got Sam Witwer's likeness in one of his variants looks in the actual game. Would have been cool.
Yeah, it's such a miss. It was such a big miss not to get good old Sam on there. But like I said, it's not going to stop most of us.
I got so excited, right? I pre-ordered both the exclusive versions, the 13-day window opportunity. You got 13 days to pre-order with the gold coins. There's a time limit. I got both these pre-ordered, the Revan and the Star Killer.
Yeah. Duck Collector, I haven't forgotten. Me and Nate, I promise you, me and Nate have not forgotten about the ATRT. Yep. Where is it?
So far, Sideshow has been pushing back my final payment, and there's no shipping update yet, because you can go to Sideshow, right, and update your shipping. It still says pending. That means that it still hasn't been put out. It still is not in the window to release. Now, if you go to see Clone Wars Sidious with the dual-wielding lightsabers from last year's pre-order, May the 4th, the shipping pending has switched to actual shipping price. So that's coming out soon.
So, we talked about in the last 48 hours, we had Darth Revan announced.
Revan, my beloved.
Darth Revan. We had BT-1, little psychotic little droid.
War Machine BT.
Yeah. Today was a timed pre-order, which wait list. It's probably I can't imagine anybody getting rid of this. This is so cool. This gunmetal look.
This is gonna be a chase one right here.
This, I think it's chase near and grail once it's all sold out. This thing is gonna blow up. This is definitely
crap.
2,000 units.
This thing's already on eBay.
Oh
wow.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, someone sent me a DM that it was already popping up on eBay. What they're asking? What, 500?
I see 600. I see 600 right now.
I think 600 is grail. Yeah. Once it doubles like that, it's bonkers. Like
600, 579, 598. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is gonna be possibly $1,000 piece. This could be a Darkseid Anakin.
It could. It could. And then, like I said, when I started the stream, I go, it's really mean of Hot Toys because you need both of them. Nate, you need this iconic look with these two, like two peas in a pod. Like, why would you do that? It's just.
Yeah, I've seen posts where people have said they are not going to get War Machine BT1 because they could not get 000. They're like, nope, I can't do it. I can't even get this. I couldn't get the astromech droid because I could not get the protocol droid.
Exactly. Why would you want to buy? Exactly. Why would you not have one without the other? They're a combination set, right? It just doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. Revan is a no. Loving the Revan. Mitzelplick. Revan's no brain on the fence over Star Killer. Like I said, I after seeing the breakdown tutorial video on who Revan is, I fell in love with him. I'm like, I pre-ordered him.
Dude, I told you Revan was a beast. I told you.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is this? What's Kaiju Daddy talking about? Amazon JP canceled mine earlier this month, so pissed. No explanation why. I'm assuming the ATR. What's Kaiju Daddy talking about?
Amazon JP.
Maybe are you talking about the ATRT? Maybe that's what he's referring to.
Need Revan to White. That'll be the next one. Revan to White, bro. That's his light side.
That's the light side one, right? That because I did more research and I noticed that his outfits do change, and if he's lighter, okay.
Yep. Braid is asking a fun question here. Wait, Denobi and Nate. Oh no, yeah, Denobi and Nate Meister. Do you plan on having an Attack of the Clones battlefield display with all these figures supposed to be dropping soon? Anakin, Mace Windu. So the Coliseum fight. Remember the Coliseum fight? Maybe a battlefield.
Yeah.
Dio.
I can do that too. I have. There's like dry lake beds out here and caves and caverns out here in the desert. I can get some really cool photo shots on that. Pop Collectibles is selling the 000 already. It's
I wouldn't. Well, as of right now, I wouldn't trust Pop Collectibles to save our lives. So be careful. Be careful going with them. They're sort of like the next Toys.
Did you? Yeah. This is and again, this goes back to Hot Toys' cancellation, because once Hot Toys can't, like you said, there was those 3 SKUs that got canceled. Then you have to rely on the mercy of the retailer. And luckily, if you pre-order through Sideshow, you're fine. But what if you pre-order through Toys Wonderland? What if you pre-order through KG Hobby? You know, KG Hobby screwed me over on my.
I watched that stream.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. Wow.
You know, so what? Who else out there pre-ordered stuff through KG Hobby? What if they ordered that Iron Man, Sakarian, or the yeah? I mean, for you folks out there who aren't aware, KG Hobby owes me an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from February, and they keep emailing me excuses and New Year's Eve and this, and they're working on it. I've essentially been stiffed by KG Hobby. I've never been stiffed by KG Hobby before, and so I've been ghosted.
Andrew Garfield, right? Oh shoot! When did you buy Andrew Garfield? Because I had a backup one. That one I had to cancel.
I wouldn't have need a backup one if KG Hobby would have kept their end of the deal.
Wow.
And not come up with excuses about Chinese New Year.
Yeah, my backup one was I was trying to help Mr. Mom Collectibles because he missed the boat on the Andrew Garfield, and I tried to help him out with a pre-order, but he already got it somewhere else. So
Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store is also taking a cue from the playbook of Sideshow. They're doing small batches. Big Bad Toy Store isn't messing around with flaky collectors anymore. So they're doing small batches on a lot of the Hot Toys now. I figured that's what you meant, Kaiju Daddy. What do we have here? Aaron Villanueva.
So that's my dream. If I'm able to get John Wick head sculpt to fit in a Revan body, that would be perfect. Because that's kind of like my own little canonverse that that Keanu Reeves plays the role of Revan one day. Yeah.
What did you say, Gilbert? Because watch the BT get canceled because the collectors are mad. Yeah, I can see that too. That makes perfect sense. But I did also.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did mention that he's priced really well, though.
Well, the thing is, we all know that the best market for Star Wars is here in outside of Hong Kong and Asia. The best market for Star Wars is outside. That's why they keep pumping on Star Wars, because of our markets. If if our market says no to this, then I'm like, damn, we don't need droids anymore at that point.
Man.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how Papa Howie seeing the numbers and like, damn.
But we called this. Yeah, and then moving forward, you and I, we said this. We knew that when Hot Toys was going to invest in the R&D into a protocol droids, they come in all shapes and they come in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want TC-14, Phantom Menace.
Yeah. The tray. Bring the tray. We gotta bring the tray though. We gotta bring the tray with the drinks. Yeah.
Oh, do I get points if May the 4th, Phantom Menace? We're gonna get TC-14. There's, hi, I'm TC-14. And then I want the white snow version from Empire Strikes Back Protocol Droid.
The Hoff, and then there's a one in New Hope following C-3PO, the chrome one. Yeah.
Which one has the red protocol droid? Which one has a complete all red? Is it Empire Strikes Back too?
I can't remember. Shoot, which one's the red one?
Because Hasbro made an all red protocol droid from one of the films.
Yeah, I can't remember which one.
I can't remember either. But anyway, just like Iron Man, protocol droids, they come in every rainbow color and they're all coming. But you know what? That also applies to the astromech droid. And we've already seen it with
R3PO. That's his name. R3PO.
And then the Enforcer droids, right? K2SO. Battle droid on the Stap. Phantom Menace. That was teased, right?
Yep.
Battle droid on a Stap, Phantom Menace packaging. So that's all.
Here's the thing, though. Like, Hot Toys is smart with what they release first, because they could do molds of them later for variations, like the like the Stap. Like, I have the Stap. That thing is beautiful.
It's awesome,
dude.
A lot of Star Wars collectors like slept on it. I'm like, what are you guys doing, man? The Stap is the shit. Like the small Star Wars vehicles, that's the essence. That's what makes Star Wars so much fun, are the small vehicles that you get. So like the Stap, the Bark Speeder, and then is it next month, Nate? The lizard thing that the Stormtroopers ride on,
you mean the Dewbacks?
The Dewback. I'm having a brain fart there.
Wait, they're coming out. Oh crap! They're coming out this year. Dear Lord. Man, time flies.
And that's and remember I said it. The Dewback is a big ticket item, big ticket. So through Sideshow, you can expect it was at $800 with shipping and tax, because it's like 7 and change before shipping and tax. So yeah, to me that's a big ticket item.
You're running a DeLorean price. So.
Yes, 100%. That's a big ticket price. We're taking odds over the enemy for I'm saying R3PO. There you go. Thank you so much. There you go.
R3PO. Yep.
Jedi. No, we don't need this. No, take that shit. No, we don't. I don't want any of those quacks from the council. I don't.
Iron Man whole barber. Oh
no,
my God,
was it Yaddle and those clowns? I don't want any of that. No, I don't.
I wouldn't mind going into that line, but well, Hot Toys do it. Remember, they did the whole of armor for Batman. Never released them. So
yeah, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that Jedi Council, because you know what? They were all punks and they all couldn't have seen the future, and they couldn't have foreseen a Dark Emperor. So to me, they were weak sauce.
Yeah,
they were weak sauce. So let's move on to this right here. Let's move on to poor Commander Cody. And
oh man, I'm not surprised. You know what's the joke with this one? Papa Howie heard the cries of horror that, yo, where is Phase 1 Commander Cody? I got you, fam.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he's still available. I'm not. We even talked about it.
Still got the blue screen. Still got the blue screen on it. So it could sell out in the next few days. So
so it's still showing the blue screen. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I got it right here. 10 minutes in the cart, or 5 minutes in the cart. It's still a limited to one. Ended up buying 2 of these. I needed one Phase 1 and one Phase 2. So
okay. Oh, because of the helmet? No, the helmet doesn't change.
Yeah, it changed. It got 2 phases: 1 phase 1 helmet and 1 phase 2 helmet.
Oh, okay, that's right. With the
Yeah.
attachment, right? The
Yep. The Rocketeer helmet. Yep.
Okay. I was on the fence.
Yeah, no, but you scared me because you messaged me like, "Hey, where's the link for Cody?" I'm like, "Did you just tell me on the phone that you didn't want Cody?"
I did not, and I was having second doubts. I really didn't. I went purposely past the 1 o'clock time mark because I didn't. Here's my predicament, Nate, is that I've been doing good for about the better part of a year, keeping my pre-order list at maximum 30, and I'm up to 33. I have to keep it low to anticipate surprises.
Yeah.
We're not even past May the 4th. We're not even past. I don't. And so I was torn because there's still things on my pre-order list that should have already been delivered to me that have not. One of them being the ATRT.
ATRT. Yep.
Right. I have to have those funds on, ready to push that stuff through. So I don't paint myself into a corner and then I end up canceling. Right. I don't, if I put something into my Google spreadsheet pre-order, it's coming home. And I don't want to be forced to like, I've overreached and now I'm forced to no, I don't want to do that. So for me, it's better to not pre-order it. And then down the road, if I'm still interested in it, chase it. It's just, it's worked because remember, 125 pre-orders. Even Hot Toys can't keep up with their own pre-orders right now. They're like, oh, we got to cancel some of this shit. We can't even keep up with the stuff. So it's not just me. It's Hot Toys. They can't even keep up with it. They've overextended themselves to a certain point. This is a cool figure. I have the Attack of the Clones, clone.
Chrome. Yeah, I got 2 of those too. That's why I wanted to get him.
Yeah, and they're fun. They're fun. They're very they come off very artistic. They don't photograph very well under true light, under sunlight. It looks very, just something about them because of the chrome and the reflectiveness. They look great. You have to take them in with that artistic eye. They're not like, let's say, the regular Commander Cody, where I can take out in the desert, out in the rocks and mountains, and it looks fantastic, Nate. I can take a photo. It looks good. It looks epic and so forth. But the whole chrome gimmick, it just doesn't work. But not saying that's a negative for me. They just don't work out in under true light. But I still ended up buying them. And clearly, this is one of those. I mean, it's essentially a cash grab, you would say. I mean, it feels like a cash grab, right? That's when you do stuff like this. It's just
they still got the mode. The thing is, the troopers are becoming sort of like the Spider-Mans of Star Wars. Like, they got the modes. They could pump out any Spider-Man they want. They could pump out any clone trooper they want with the modes they have. So they could do variants.
Yeah, it's for that like this is meant for the collectors that want more, that just want that extra. Because I love collecting clone troopers and stormtroopers and things like that. So I always do appreciate it. Did look at that, Braden, giving us some love. Thank you, Braden. Thank you. Hey, I get to use one of my my thank you. I haven't used that in a bit. Let me see here. My super chat thank you. Here we go. The twins say thank you.
Excellent. Thank you kindly for the generous super chat. Denobi2 extends his praise for your support.
There you go. Thank you, Brain.
Thank you.
Commander, so this is, I don't want to lose the audience, but Commander Cody is it's not that high of interest. Maybe it's the fact
because the thing is, there is a high interest for Commander Cody, is that it's not the colors they want. They want the original phase 1 colors, and we're probably not going to get that until maybe at some point when Hata decides they want to go back to Clone Wars, like, animated.
Yeah,
that was the official release, viewing wise, phase 1 Cody.
Kaiju Daddy here is joking with us, though. I have no Umbra figures in my collection, and I have no interest in
I got Denobi's Umbra in my house. I got 3 of them.
I have no, I skimped on that one. Let's talk about this guy here. a revival from the grave, something
Yep.
that
Yep.
like
The reissue that we never thought we'd get.
a 100%, like everything. I verified it, just like you told
Yep.
me. Everything about this thing is exactly how it was reissued. And I didn't. The only thing I didn't check was the original year.
They
Was it
changed
20?
the name. That's the only thing they did was change the name.
Does anybody remember the year the original version of this was? Was it 2017? 2018? It's been more than 5 years.
Yep.
It's been quite a while. I did not know this went over my head. I thought the
Oh
whole
wow. Yo, it's gone. Gandalf is gone. Congratulations, guys. It's gone. Anyway, continue. My bad.
No. I had to. I told Nate that I thought this illuminated backdrop was brand new, and Nate's like, "No, Denby, this is reissue." So it flew over my head when this was originally released. I was not paying. If this came out, does anybody know the year? Because if this was during the Civil War era of Marvel, I would not have cared 2 cents for Star Wars. Everything was.
I just know this was
Yeah.
discounted when I came in. 2019. This was discounted, and the other troopers were more eye pleasing for me than this one. So I only got the regular edition, but I regretted that, and I wanted to get the deluxe edition. And thank the maker, Papa Howie's like, we got you the deluxe reissue.
Yeah.
I'm like, nice, because I want to buy multiple of these. I want to set them up like a whole armor.
I do too. I do too. Braden, thank you again. Thank you so much.
This is your $2. $2. This is your $2.
I'll pull up another video. I'll pull up an old one. I'll pull up a classic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where's my thing? Which one is that? Here we go.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Denobi extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye-bye.
That's one of my favorites there. Thank you, Dave. So I want multiples of this, Nate. And you told me that this illuminated backdrop runs on battery, and I'm going to USB hack the shit out of this. I'm going to plug this in. I have not pre-ordered. I cannot pre-order this yet, unfortunately. It has to wait. I want it, but unfortunately I have to wait before I can buy this. I want 2 of them. I've exceeded my pre-order allotment. I'm up to 30. I'll even check right now. I'm up to 33 pre-orders. I don't feel safe having over 30 I'm at 34 as of April 22nd.
I'm at 60 something right now.
Yeah.
It hurts. It's hurting me.
I've
been working too. I've been working to pay off my pre-orders.
Yeah.
I went from 90 to 60. So I'm doing good right now.
I feel safe. I feel comfortable when my pre-order list is under 30, so that I can, again, like I mentioned earlier, I can anticipate surprises, because the surprise event I feel is not over. In fact, if anything, I was anticipating Back to the Future drops from the event in Tokyo, the Retro Sapin Part 2. And I mean, even Kaiju Daddy was on standby. He was gung-ho, and he knew I was on I was flipping, and then it was a complete dud, which I'm sad about it, but I'm also happy, because then that now frees me up to focus on the droids. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a win-win for me. But yeah, I mean, it's all about, as a collector, I've been doing this for you're climbing the years too. You have to anticipate it, Nate. You gotta prep it up. Yep. Anticipate the worst down the road,
and also have your backups, just in case something doesn't follow through on a certain site. You got to go and have your backups.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What I like about this illuminated backdrop is that within my module cases, man, it's gonna pop, because my inside my module cases they're velvet black, and to have like an illuminated backdrop like this, which is troopers, it's just be epic. And I figure with 2 of those side by side next to each other, you can probably do a combo of 3 stormtroopers together. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give me a drink from the fridge.
No, go ahead. I got my water here. So this is something, like I said, this it's retailing for $240. It's not going to be for everybody. I get it. I mean, if you're exhausted on collecting clone troopers and stormtroopers, I get it. But Hot Toys, they did this little announcement a little bit dirty, because if this was just a regular stormtrooper, let's say from the Return of the Jedi, I'm like, I don't need one. I feel like I have them. but because it's an illuminated backdrop and it's priced pretty decent compared to Hot Toys, it's decently priced. It's definitely on Star Wars collectors' radars right now for it. So I want a minimum of 2. Unfortunately, folks, I can't paint myself into a corner on 2 of these right now.
I'm gonna try and get 4 of these because I want the base. I want them to be lined up like a
it'll look great
armor. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to have multiples of these like stacked to each other, and I mean, to me, it'll be an easy USB hack to just daisy chain them all into one plug. But like, this is the stuff that I would want for Star Wars. And there used to be a company out there that used to make really nice Star Wars dioramas.
You know how much these were going for? The Dios, the original Dios, separately, about $120, $200 for this Dio right here.
I saw it before the announcement. They were still, even pre-owned, they were averaging about $500. People wanted this diorama set.
Yeah, the full figure. Yep.
Yeah. This is a quick. Will this be? See, I don't know. It doesn't feel. My impression is it doesn't feel like it's going to be a low batch.
This is the first time we see a reissue through a dark side line, because this is all about the dark side
theme. Yeah, right? Theme. Yeah.
So maybe they're doing something to where it's a short burst of pre-orders, just to help collectors. Hey, you missed out on the Grail line from years ago. Well, here's a reissue. Have fun, because, and also, you might not be able to, like, let's say, for example, they dropped the Palpatine with a throne through this line. Just a reissue. No updates, just a reissue. It could be a revolving door of reissues to this line. One
could be. No, you're right. It could very well be. What's the? Let me do something here really quick.
It's not going to be USB powered. It's the original one.
It is going to be the original one. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's no USB power on it. It's the original.
There we go. It doesn't. I thought it had the specs on it, but it doesn't. So did you already? I didn't even verify if it was going to be USB, because it's. Oh, so people are saying it, Nate. It sucks that it is. So it is still going to be battery operated. That's fine. For me, it's actually even easier if it has the battery compartments, because what I do is I can solder the cables. I'll have to micro drill a hole probably through the back of the base, and I'll just solder the wiring directly to the terminal. So for me, it's, if anything, it's a cleaner mod if the battery compartments are there, because it just means that I only have to drill one micro hole, and that's just to run the cables through it. And I can probably do it through the battery compartment. If the base is raised, if it has like the little little rubber stumpers, or I can run the cable right underneath it, so I wouldn't even damage the actual base. So if it runs on 3 AAA batteries. Does anybody know if it runs on 3? If it's 3 AAA batteries, I mean, it takes an easy 5-volt, easy. So yeah, that's my wish. I mean, I'm only interested in this because of that backdrop, because that backdrop is going to make my existing.
It's a selling point. Yep.
Yeah, it's a selling point, 100%. So maybe there are going to be a light sign. Oh, I never thought about that.
That could be cool. Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Maybe Cal Kestis the part of the light side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. 2019 release. Was it really released in 2019? The Death Star diorama?
Yeah, so it was released for pre-order to 2018, and then
released in 2019. Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say
pre-order 2018, 2019 release.
Okay, well that makes a little bit better sense.
It makes sense that you don't remember, because what was hype? Infinity War and Endgame.
Infinity War, Endgame.
Yep, Marvel.
It was Marvel. Yeah. My religion was directly towards Infinity War and Endgame. That was it.
Yeah, I always mention this in my streams and my videos, that the one movie that got me into Hot Toys was Endgame, because my idea was to create my Endgame display one day with all the Endgame characters in the portals. That's still a dream for me. And that what got me into Hot Toys. What's the best company that could deliver these figures? 1/6 figures, high end. Hot Toys.
Hot Toys, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, this is probably one of the like that. Just to me, that looks cool. Like I would just, why don't they just sell that, man? Just get Hot Toys needs to just start doing dioramas. Like I would eat all that up, man.
Me
I
too.
really,
Like they
yeah.
could do like the I would buy multiple of those mouse droids, if they just sold them in a cheap pack, like a cheap
Mm.
$200 pack with several other droids together with it. I wish they could do more of that, or a deal based with this. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to go and buy like 3 or 4 IG-12s so I could get one mouse droid from each one. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't make it. Yeah, so that seems to be the ongoing where everybody need a couple more of these stormtroopers. So everybody seems to like they want to do a little bit. They want multiples of this, and like I said, I don't blame anybody. This is cool. I mean, if to have it like not just a stormtrooper, but to have Darth Vader in front of it, it's pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
Pretty badass. Very nice. Uh, Let me see. Mitchell says, you got the right approach. And I'm getting picking up 2 for the backdrop, which will go great with my DX Return the Jedi Vader. See, the Return the Jedi Vader hasn't been, that's inbound too. There's there's some pre-orders from Star Wars that are inbound too. I have on pre-order. Plus I'll add the Commander Stormtrooper in the mix. So not bad.
Oh,
Not
you're
bad at all.
aware Triple Zeros is now released. Well, it's supposed to be released. It
Yes.
was on the shelves on the 27th, so it
Yes.
is to be released.
It's the one with the red coins though, right? It's that version.
No, there's no red coins with this one. It's just no special coins. It's 000 was already prompted for release, like this Stormtrooper here. They're all ready for the shelf.
But the ones that you're able to pick up at the Hot Toys base is going to be the ones with the red coins, though, isn't it?
No, the 000 doesn't come with the.
No, I'm confusing them. You're right. You're right. It's you're right. I'm thinking of Revan and Starkiller. Those are the ones. The red ones are the ones that are going to be at the Starbase or the flagship. Okay, that's what I thought. How much for a 3-pack of mouse droids in the whole time? Who knows?
I would easily do like what one Dio Imperial base, right, with multiple mouse droids and maybe a gonk droid. Let's push it maybe what 220.
Yeah,
mix it up a bit.
Yeah, and that's right. They teased the Mandalorian safe house, unfortunately, in the graveyard. Yeah, I would have been down for that. The Mandalorian. I thought that was their first foray into an actual diorama based off of Star Wars, and they chickened out. I would have supported that. The only thing about that safe house, though, is that I felt it probably wouldn't have catered to the masses, since I still feel a lot of collectors are still working out of DTOFs, and that seemed pretty damn big. So whether or not that diorama would have fit inside a DTOF, I would have been very dubious on that. Yeah, because that was a pretty big diorama. That probably would have popped inside a module case, or even like a shelf system, or even like a utility shelf that anybody would have modded. But a DTOF, I don't know.
I would have still picked that up, man. Like, damn, because I work off China cabinet displays, so I do have DTOFs, but I'm trying to phase those out to add more China cabinets eventually. So,
we got here, and then the exclusive, and then this was a day one. So this just came out today. It's in Hong Kong. People are, because I know Kaiju Daddy just mentioned he was thinking about doing a review this Saturday.
Yeah, live unboxing on the 000. Yep.
So yeah, I'd like to. I'm curious, and it looks pretty cool. I can't. That means we're gonna get this shipped probably in the next several months to the US.
So if 000 is anything like the comic books, not comic book, but the cartoon Spider-Man that released in December of 21st, it might be coming in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that's fast
from Sideshow. Yep, that's how fast the Spider-Man was.
Wow.
Yep.
That's going to be wild, Nate, to get this.
So this will probably start hitting your invoices on May the 4th.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
Man, you're right. That's going to be fast. I wouldn't be surprised. Hot Toys wants to get paid. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be cool. So this is it. That's the big announcements. May the 4th. I mean, probably the next time we're we're going to see us, Nate. Maybe that's what in a week or so. Unless Hot Toys does something more dramatic. I mean, that was one of the reasons I wanted to come on and talk about it on the Spin Night Run.
So what's your wish list for May the 4th?
It's going to definitely be the Droidica, little Annie on the pod racer.
Okay.
And you know what? Since Howard Chan is riding the Protocol Droids dick right now, we're going to get TC-14. TC-14 would be an easy one. Make it shiny and reflective. That's easy, you know. And then hell, piss everybody off. Make it to like a little timed limited. Make it to no TC-14. I don't think we're gonna get Jabba the Hutt from the Phantom Menace.
I wouldn't mind Jabba the Hutt, but my wishes right now is the droidy cars. Padawan Kenobi, that would be pretty cool. Padawan Kenobi, yes.
Padawan can yes, yeah. How many did you? Yeah, that's is that 5 of them? That's the Padawan Kenobi. Do you think they'll do 5 announcements for May the 4th? How many have they done in one day for May the 4th?
Okay, so
May the 4th. Right?
So May the 4th, they did 4 for Return of the Jedi year. They did well. If you include the collector's edition, it's 6. So 2 Darth Vaders, right?
Okay.
2 Darth Vaders, 1 C-3PO Goldenrod, and Palpatine from Clone Wars and Commander Fox. That's 5. And then they got the 2022 May the 4th. That was the Attack of Clones. They did 5.
That's right.
Two clone troopers, 1 clone trooper, 1 clone trooper pilot.
That's right.
Battle droid.
Yeah.
C-3PO from Attack of Clones.
That's right.
That's 4. Wait, who's the 5th one? R2D2. R2D2. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. And out of that batch, we're still missing Anakin, right? We don't have Anakin yet in our hands.
No, yeah. Anakin still hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, and that was from 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's not. It's
and probably, Mace Windu hasn't been dropped yet either.
Oh, so. Mace Windu, that's right.
Yep.
That's right, Mace Windu. Did you pre-order? I have not pre-ordered Mace Windu. He is not on my pre-order list. I want him. It's
yeah, I already have him pre-ordered. So
yeah, I passed on these droids, but I pre-ordered Star. Yeah, I mean, there's something. That's the thing with these announcements being this early is that there's something for every. If you're a Star Wars fan, there's gonna be something out of these announcements that's gonna cater to the Star Wars fans. It may not be all, but
yeah.
There's going to be 1 or 2. Unfortunately, me and Nate are cursed because we're chasing all of it.
We're chasing all of it. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's everything here. I'm interested in. The only thing I did not pre-order that I want is the Stormtrooper with the diorama.
Oh, about to announce something for you guys. So if you guys were wondering, I don't know if Sideshow will fix this, but you can put this on payment plan right now on Sideshow. You can put it on payment plan right now. If you need a little backup help, you could put this on payment plan, the 000.
Really?
Yeah, right now. Earlier you couldn't do it, but now you can. Now you could put variant Chrome's Edward Scissorhand 000 on payment plan. You don't have to.
You would go in and then modify the order. Is that what it is?
Yep.
That is a badass droid. This is cool.
Hey, with the May the 4th coming up, I might need some room to move this over to another payment. You know what I'm saying? Another month. I want to be flexible here because May the 4th is coming. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Commander Cody Cromer. This is what you were talking about, the different helmet styles.
Yep, phase 1 and phase 2. The reason I decided to get 2 of them because I do want one Commander Cody with the phase 2 helmet chrome, but I do also want a phase 1. This is the very first phase 1 Commander variant helmet. So I would like to display that in my collection the way it is. Yep.
I like, you know what? I prefer the Attack of the Clones look. So the left one
The Rocketeer look.
Yeah, the Rocketeer looks. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Duck Collector says, I just did 2 months.
Oh, also, guys, be careful with these antennas. I've heard horror stories where these figures fallen, Commander Cody's have fallen before, and those antennas just pop.
Yeah. Yeah, they just snap. You don't even, they just hit the floor from a few feet. Yeah. Hot Toys Greedo. Hot Toys Greedo should be done. Greedo should be done by Sideshow. I wouldn't want to Savage Press. Let's see here. Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be it. We've covered just about everything. I think I'm done, Nate. I think we've covered everything. We've done our due diligence in informing the folks of what it means that Hot Toys now can cancel anything. So,
are you liking the new? Are you liking the new Hot Toys?
I'm scared of the new Hot Toys.
oh! Wait a minute!
What's that?
Wait, Kaiju Daddy. I think Kaiju Daddy corrected me here. Let me see. Where is it? The first. No, Dylan Compton corrected me. I forgot Commander Fox. I have him ordered. He has the Commander Cody Phase 1 helmet variant. Yeah, you're right. And also General Kenobi, but that's just Kenobi. But yeah, you're right. Commander Fox does have that same helmet. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, the new Hot Toys, man. This is it. This is the world after cancellation era. We all grew up in a world, the world of before cancellation, where Hot Toys, once something went into pre-order, it was guaranteed. Those days are done, man. They're not messing around anymore. And what that's going to entail, we're going to start to see the effects. Maybe
Question.
What's that?
Which cancellation would rifle your feathers? If Hot Toys had to come out, the pre-orders weren't that great.
I'm going to look at my pre-order list really quick. The only one that I think would really annoy me would be Old Man Indiana Jones.
Dude.
Because the movie bombed. Dude, really bad.
You're right. That would make me mad.
So that one, like, I would understand why they canceled it. But it would make me really sad. It would definitely break my heart, because I really, really want that one. I pre-ordered the Indiana Jones with the whole deluxe, with the whole diorama, because it's a nice setup, bunch of accessories and shit. So that one, I went through my pre-order list, and I'm just looking at it. And I'm just like, that one would, I can see it. Like, if I had to speculate one being canceled out of my personal list, it would be that one. Everything else I have on my list seems pretty strong. The only other one that I suspect could be a threat would be She-Hulk, but I don't know, man. I think She-Hulk.
Kang also could
Kang would be one. I did not pre-order Kang, but I have She-Hulk on my pre-order list. I could see her getting canceled. That would make me really sad, because I can look at that figure, Nate, and you and I can look at that figure of She-Hulk, and there's a lot of new R&D technologies that are being included. I mean, that whole figure from top to bottom is brand new, and I would want that into my collection. Like, there's nothing there that's being recycled. So I could see them getting cold feet and kind of cucking out of it, and just like, we can't, there's no interest. I mean, She-Hulk, the show, was dismal, know.
Another thing I want to bring up before we end. I know people are complaining, why is Hot Toys doing more exclusives now than actual open releases? Because for the past it's been 5 years, right? 4 to 5 years. For the past 4 years, the one complaint from collectors and the community was that Hot Toys not holding its value anymore. Hot Toys has no exclusives anymore. There's no rarity in my figures anymore.
That's right.
Hot Toys listened. They heard your calls, and now they're dropping figures that are exclusive, that are limited. And now you got to pay the rat race. You thought that you can get all the exclusives? Well, there's the gamble right there.
That's it.
Not everyone can get all the grails. So
yeah. And if you would have told me, just 24 hours ago that this thing would have become a grail, I would have been like, no, it's not. No one cares. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, was I wrong? So Revan, Starkiller. There's no more flaky. There's no more. Oh, let me think about it. This is what we created, right? This is kind of our fault, right, Nate? This is what the community did.
The monster we created this monster.
We created this monster. Yeah, this was us.
Mm-hmm.
We did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, pretending to want shit and pre-ordering it and canceling it 24 hours, and this is it. It's either you get in line, you chase it, and do virtual queues, or you chase it down on the secondary market, or you hold your breath pre-ordering through other companies, hoping to get the figure that they're promising.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of posts, so it's going to be very interesting which figures in our decide what we want to go with.
Oh, not.
Oh my God, Exo! Oh my, come on! Oh my God! There's never a stream with you that you got to hit on freaking Exo, dear
Exo,
Lord,
because man, they're a train wreck. Have you seen this? Like, how are they still around?
Oh dear Lord! Oh my, I can't take you anywhere.
How are they still around? You know, how are they still around?
Lord.
But you know what? You don't act surprised and clutching your pearls if any of those Ahsoka characters get the axe. I'm telling you, nobody saw that show. Nobody saw that shit.
Nobody.
So don't be on a live stream clutching those pearls like, I can't believe they canceled the blue guy or the blonde chick or the old man, or I don't even know what the names are.
Hey man, Thrawn, get some respect to Thrawn, okay? Because at least George Lucas did come out and say that the Thrawn trilogy was a proper sequel to his Star Wars. So the Thrawn trilogy of novels that came out when Timothy Zahn.
Yeah. I know of it. I didn't. You know, I kind of slept.
Like he gave his blessings to that novel trilogy.
You know, I slept through that.